you're going through all this work trying to get the collection off your credit report. But the first thing you should have done is make sure that the company who is reporting information about you has the legal authorization to do so, the legal capacity to do so. You fail to validate the debt. See it all the time. Hey, I just paid this collection account. Well, did you validate it first? Oh, what's that? Did you validate it first? Oh, I was going to, but I figured, I really, didn't pay the account, so I figured I'll pay it. Well, first, we got to make sure that the company who's actually reporting information about you, that they have the legal capacity to report it. Because, yes, you may have not paid that debt with Capital One, but now ABC Collection Company has the debt. They need to have the legal authorization to report it, right? And if they can't prove that legal capacity to report it, then they have to remove it. Otherwise, they are violating federal credit laws, credit reporting laws, the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. They're violating laws, and we can sue their asses. But that's another conversation. So a lot of times people will pay accounts without first validating that the account holder has the legal authorization to collect on the debt. Because what happens is original creditors, they'll try to reach out to you and then they'll give up. And then they'll possibly charge off the account and then potentially sell that account to a debt collector for pennies on the dollar. So if you have a $1,000 credit card with Capital One, and it's 10 years old, Capital One is like, man, we're never going to get this money back, but we need to get something from this. They will sell it to a debt collector for, $25, $200. The debt collector will then, they'll try to collect. And if they can't collect, they'll sell it to two more debt collectors for $25, $200. And then they'll continue the same cycle. There's a lot of times we have clients say, Jason, I paid this debt 5 years ago. Why is this new debt collector coming after me? Well, did you validate the debt? You probably paid a company that you should not have paid. They probably owned it at one point, but they sold it to another company, and they're still trying to collect on it. A lot of debt collectors are janky. You got to be careful, okay? So the first thing that we always want to do before we negotiate anything with the debt collector is we want to validate the debt. We want them to prove to us that they have the legal capacity to collect on that, okay? And there's certain requirements that they must have. I'm not going to share that right now, but if you want to do your research, we have videos on our YouTube channel. Feel free to check that out, okay? But they have to do that, okay? So make sure you validate those collection accounts first before you pay anything, because I would hate for you to use your tax money to try to fix your credit and end up paying a company that you should not be paying.